And one more addition to the weekend calendar is going to happen in Stillwater, where a group of businesses have put together an old school street dance in less than 2 weeks' time. And when I say old school, I mean very, 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 very old. Here's Kent.
It is eerily open on this section of Main Street in downtown Stillwater this summer due to construction. So a group of surrounding businesses here decided to throw a party like it's 1901.
I'm a big fan of how everybody is dressed up in their Sunday best to go down to this event just to show how the community comes together and everybody's having a great time. It's just really fun to see, and that's what we're going to try to replicate tomorrow. You'll take that side?
Joe Ellens has to admit the process of replicating a 122-year-old photo of Main Street Stillwater and the dance it depicted has been a heavy lift.
I'm going to take breaks if I need to.
Yeah.
But he is definitely supportive, even if he didn't have a choice.
Corey called me and he said, "You're going to do this. I'm not going to take no for an answer."
Corey Bittner, owner of Leo's Grill and Malt Shop, says the idea came to him just before the construction came knocking.
On July 6th, the Stillwater Public Library posted this image on Facebook. The next day, I was in a meeting. They're talking about the detour. They kind of said that this part of Main Street would not be really utilized by the construction company.
So he, Joe, and other local business owners started making plans to make the most of the slowdown.
Everybody in the community has stepped up to help. Every shop owner, every restaurant owner, all the managers. We're kind of used to it because the river flooded. We've had multiple closures on parking lots. This is just another problem to kind of overcome, and we're all rallying to try to do something different to let everybody know that, hey, although we have this part closed, we're still open.
Lift Bridge Brewing printed this big visual aid to help replicate the scene. A Dance Here banner seen in the photo has been recreated by Stillwater's Big Red Dog studio. And Joe has opened the roof of his restaurants so a local photographer can get the shot.
This will be different. This is one photo.
Jager Bjork says her team of photographers have been planning the shoot for days.
Lining up buildings and getting a really cool shot that's hopefully similar.
She says they'll actually be taking photos every 2 hours throughout the day's events, which will include live music on stage, though there will be one shady departure from the original.
The band here is not shaded, but it's September in this one, and we're doing this in August.
They're also encouraging the public to bring their own shade, offering prizes for best hat along with best dressed.
If you look at this picture, I can't find anyone who's not wearing a hat. Even the little baby in the carriage there is wearing a bonnet.
And if you're in need of some 1901 swag, Midtown Antiques down the street might have you covered.
In a way, it's almost like a family portrait for the city, too.
Yeah, it really is the only opportunity you're going to have to just walk in the middle of the street, dance in the middle of the street. This hasn't happened before since 1901.
Is it a little bit of an honor to maybe take a photo that could last for another 100 years?
Absolutely. So cool.
That's the hope. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to recreate this amazing photograph, and we're going to take it.
If you're interested in coming out and being part of one of those many photos tomorrow, keep in mind they start at noon and go every 2 hours until 10 p.m. And take it from me as someone who's pretty dressed up, it's not all that bad out here right now in the heat of the day. Back to you, Jenna.
Of course, he didn't wear a hat, but if you're interested in competing for best hat or best dressed, the winners are going to be announced just after 6:30 tomorrow at that event in Stillwater. There's a full schedule of it with this story on our website, KARE11.com.